and say hi to all of you and to whoever will be joining me. It will just be a fairly quick, maybe a 30-minute workout that I will be doing. And for this live, while I'm doing my workout, I also want to talk about the topic of ethical non-monogamy and just different types of, because that's basically like an umbrella that has different layer to it. So I'm also curious if you have questions about this topic. Let me see if I can make a comment. Okay, I cannot write. I cannot write a comment. But all right, well, we're allowing others to join in. Let me just do my workout. I'm gonna be doing arms, shoulder, and a little bit of back. Oh my God. First, let's do some stretching. Hello, Moral from Cayman Island. Thanks for being here. So for this workout live session, we'll be talking about ethical non-monogamy. If you have any question, curiosity around that topic, feel free to share that in the chat and I'll get to it. We're having more and more people. Drop your name and where are you tuning in from? Okay. Let me just get my weights in the bedroom and I'll be back. Do back. And feel free to correct my posture if you think I'm doing it right and I'm risking hurting myself. This one is for back. Oh my God. What is your preference in a relationship? Hello everyone. Oh, wow, we have plenty of people tuning in. Feel free to drop where you're watching from, your country. And again, the topic is all about ethical non-monogamy. My preference in relationship is that's the type of relationship that I'm currently in right now, where we're exclusive, we're in this partnership together, but we also enjoy connecting and meeting with other people, may it be in a friendship level, in a sexual level, intimate level. Yes, as long as there is transparency and both me and my partner are comfortable and okay with it, that's basically the type of relationship that we're in right now. Let's see who else is there are other people who ask questions. Hi, Paul. The Cosmic Knowing. Rising Grand, Tropical Tribe, I love Phase 5. Oh, thank you. All right, let me do my other side. All right. Paul, Jesus not approve of that type of thing. I would highly suggest that in this chat, let's all opinions are definitely respected as long as you have it as your opinion and not something that you push towards other people. Because, Paul, it is your truth and I respect that totally, but it's not the truth for everyone. And I hope that you can respect that too. And please, let's keep the chat just friendly, curious, and open to whatever topics, whatever discussion that we can learn from each other. But thank you, Paul, for being here. Paul Bonyan. Karen Naylor, is it pink? Which one? What pink? Ricardo Byrne in Texas. Oh, thank you, Ricardo, for being a big fan. Gilson, hi. The Cosmic Knowing, I love that name. Hit that like and subscribe. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being my promoter. And is watching from Chicago. Thank you for tuning in. And I also want to ask that question to all of you. What is your ideal relationship? Like, if you can think of an ideal relationship, partnership that you will have with a significant other, what would that be? Share that in the chat, and I'm curious to hear about it. Jackie, I'm not mad at you. Oh. All right, let me go ahead and do another round. Moral, Scott, that's what I've heard, that you and your partner are also in an open relationship. I'm also open-minded. I'm from the United States and would love to meet you and your partner one day. Thank you. It's always nice and refreshing to connect and meet people who are, just open-minded and curious to talk about this topic. I was just reflecting a few days ago about how did I arrive here, because as a Filipina, grew up in a very religious culture. I definitely have a lot of shame and guilt around sexuality, but I also know that deep down I have this curiosity about who I am as a sexual being. And like when I started figuring out or like exploring my body on my own, I see a lot of pleasure point that I can actually access, but I had so much of that shame and guilt whenever I do that. So that's when I get into this journey of really understanding and learning, deep research, and also exploring in an experiential level to really understand that more. And I'm still in a phase of learning, and I think I'll always be a learner because I always love to learn, understand myself so I can understand others better as well. All right, on the other side. Hello, hello everyone. Type your name and where are you tuning in from. And again, for those of you who just came in, the topic today is ethical non-monogamy, which is the umbrella of all different types of relationship. Like it could be you guys are a swinger couple, open relationship, polyamorous, polyandry, like what is that ideal relationship that you want to have. And if you have curiosity around this topic, feel free to drop your questions in the chat. And again, thank you and welcome. I appreciate you guys being here. All right. Now let me do shoulders. And maybe in a lighter topic, what does love means to you? What does it mean to be in love or to love someone? If you have a thought or an idea about that, because I've been asking a lot of people that question, and I'm really surprised how definition of loving someone, being in love with someone, and the whole concept of love varies from people to people. And one, I've known this friend who's the person who likes to do shibari or rope bondage. And that's one thing, one activity that I really like. It gets me into a deep surrender and letting go mode or state. So I asked him a question. He's a Japanese guy. I asked him a question like, how does it feel if if you're in love, and do you like the feeling? And he said, for him, he knows that he's in love because there's a lot of intrusive thoughts coming into his mind. And I thought like, wow, intrusive thoughts, that's new to me. What do you mean by that? And he said like, no, when I'm working on something, the thought of this person comes into my mind and it's distracting me because I want to focus on working. But then this person is like coming in and out. So for him, that's like an intrusive thought. It's a thought that he's not really planning to think in that moment. And even though the feeling of it is good when the person is there, but when the person is not there that he's in love with, it's just, for him, it's just annoying having that intrusive thought. So that was funny. That was like, wow, people really have different view of being in love and the concept of love. So I'm curious about you guys. What is your idea of love? What is love for you? Loving someone, being in love with someone, and do you love that feeling? Do you want to feel that? Because I've also talked to one client of mine, and he told me like he doesn't really like being in love, or the idea of love is just some foreign to him, which again, another surprising thing, or not wanting to fall in love, you know. All right, let's see here. Cosmic knowing. For me, the optimal woman has an open mind, trusting with spice, simple to say but not easy to fulfill. All the very best to you. Thank you, Cosmic. What do you mean by easy to say and not easy to fulfill? Is it not sure if that person exists, or yeah, if you can tell me more about what you mean by that. All right, another set. If you're new, just join in. Please share your name, or at least where you're watching from. And let's talk about love. What is love for you? Because for me, there is a difference between loving someone and being in love with someone. For me, loving someone is you love the person regardless if you're with them or without them, and you love them for who they are and how they're showing up in the world. Like I would say with my partner Eli, I definitely love him. Like if I look at him, especially if he's in his zone of genius, he's really good. He's a good coach. He's a good leader. And whenever I see him leading our team, I just have so much appreciation towards him. I just like, wow, this human being that I happen to be partnered with is just so amazing, and how lucky for me to get in this relationship with this amazing human being. So for me, that's like being in love with someone. They don't have to do anything to you, but just who they are and how they show up in the world is something that you really appreciate and admire. And you have just so much love for that person. And you want to cultivate, you want to take care of each other. Now, on the other hand, the being in love is a totally different thing for me. And I'm curious, I'm going to throw the question back to all of you. What is love and what is being in love? Is there any difference for you? Cosmic knowing, thank you. I really love how active you are in the chat. Mostly internal, and when someone wants to know, it can be difficult for others to blend passionate feelings. It's like meeting someone who has an open mind. Yeah, I think a lot of people, I think all of us has the capacity to be attracted and to really love multiple people. But then when we're in a relationship, and this idea of relationship that is widely accepted, which is monogamous, it is shame and guilt, and it labeled as bad that if you already have a partner, you cannot love or you cannot be interested or attracted to other people. And at least in my own experience and my own research and study, it just like sort of hold us back in our natural nature. Like we are species who can definitely has the capacity to love multiple people and get attracted to multiple people, and for that to be shamed and guilted and labeled as bad, it makes me sad. Moral Scott. I once had a sexual relationship with my friend and his wife, and I really enjoyed that relationship. Unfortunately, I haven't had an opportunity to have a couple again. How do you find other couples? Good for you, Moral, and thank you for being open and sharing your experience. Let me do another set and I'll get back to that question. All right, how do you find other couple? I go in and out in dating apps, and yeah, most of the time that's where I meet them, in dating app. And I always specific as well. When I jump there, I would put my picture, my partner's picture, and with usually a description of like, hey, we're a couple who's interested in looking to meet interesting people. Man, woman, couple. No expectation, no agenda, just purely wanting to meet and yeah, have a connection and see where it goes. And for that way it already filters out the people who find it weird or has judgment. They would probably not swipe. But then there are really people out there who also live the same lifestyle that we do, or actually are curious about that and they're connecting to us. And sometimes we meet couples who have been thinking about it, curious about it, but and they want to meet us not because they want a sexual experience, but because they just want to understand and see how it works and see if it's something that they can also do. And most of the time, couples who approach us like that are the couples who maybe had some challenge in their relationship, let's say in the sexual aspect of it, or maybe they feel bored and they're trying to find ways on how to fix it. And sometimes I don't necessarily suggest, unless both of you really want it, both of you feel comfortable to try this kind of experience. Otherwise, it will just backfire. So yeah, that's how we interact and meet couples, other couples. Cosmic knowing, love is a free will feeling as passion is the reaction. I love that. I love that definition of love, and I can resonate with it. Moral Scott, awesome, thank you. All right, let me do one last set and then I'll try another routine, another workout. So I just wanted to ask again, what is your ideal relationship and how confident are you that that relationship or that person exists, or if that relationship is even possible? So yeah, if you can write it down in a comment, I'd love to hear them. Moral, originally from Cebu, and now I move here in Dumaguete. There's a lot of vloggers in Dumaguete. It's funny, but yeah. All right. What would I do? I guess arms. I also do, if these are the kind of topic that you're really interested in diving deep into, you want to understand more, learn more, and or maybe you're already in the path of exploration, because I remember back then when I was in that stage of exploration, sometimes it can be lonely, or sometimes here and there I have some doubts and questioning myself. And it's really good when you have someone with you who also walked the same path, that can reassure you, that you can talk to. So that's one of the reasons why I dive into relationship and intimacy coaching, so that I can create that safe space for people who is curious in walking this path, who want to be guided, who want someone to just hold space to listen to them without any judgment, without any shame, and just be there as a support. So if any of you who's tuning in and interested in working with me, I do a one-on-one coaching. I have limited time though to do that. So yeah, just don't hesitate to reach out and send me an email at gladysonlove@gmail.com. And yeah, if it suits my schedule and time, I'll definitely slot you in. Moral, Scott, are you and your partner into other couples or into, say, another man or woman? All of the above. All right. Oh, we have more people. Hello, peeps. Drop your name or drop which country you're tuning in from. And we're talking about love, in love, and ethical non-monogamy. If those are the topic that you're curious and interested, drop question and drop your thoughts in the comment. And while I wait, let me just do another round. Oh my God, that felt good. I'm gonna be signing off pretty soon. So if you guys have any further questions or insight that you want to share, that you want me to read out loud, feel free to share it in the chat. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who commented, who engaged. I really appreciate that. I love when I do this live session and then I have a lot of comments and engagement happening in the chat. So just shout out to you, Moral Scott, for being one of the most engaging person here. Paul, I know that we have different or clashing point of view, but I still appreciate you being here. Kieran, thank you for being here. Ricardo from Texas, thank you for being here. Gilson, thank you for dropping by. And the Cosmic Knowing, I love your vibe too. And yeah, I love the kind of thinking that you have. I think we resonate with each other. Jackie, thanks for dropping by. And yes, and Moral Scott, thank you, thank you. One last, and then I'll be exiting. I love this evocative content. You are love realm wide. Thank you. One set. Last set. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll try to jump in here as often as I can. As of the moment, I don't have a video editor, so if you can notice, I haven't been posting videos lately, but I'll do that pretty soon. I actually have 2 pending videos that I still need to edit, and one of them is with a good friend of mine, Chen, and I think you're gonna love her. Very good, charismatic energy. Oh my god, I'm done. Hello, BB. Better late than never. I'm actually wrapping up right now. Thank you again, everyone, for tuning in, for being here. And oh, comment on my look. I just recently cut my hair short. David, yep, I live in Dumaguete now. Thank you everyone for being here and just for tuning in. If you want to know what we have talked about, feel free to rewatch this live once it goes live later on, because we talk about ethical non-monogamy as the umbrella of different types of relationship, swinger, open relationship, polyamorous, and so many other things. We also dive into the topic of in love, loving someone, and how to find an open-minded couple, or where to find them. All right, thank you so much, and enjoy your day, everyone. Mwah. Okay, now how do I stop?